Hey Haunters, it's Liam. Wanted to share with you guys something that I've been playing with lately, getting kind of back into the technology side of things. What I have here is the Particle Photon. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi connected Arduino, essentially. It's a little bit more than that, but we'll leave it at that for our purposes. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi development board. It's something to, allow you to connect to the Internet of Things, which made me start thinking about the Internet of Haunting, if you will. Started thinking about, ways that our haunts could become a little more interactive. I've seen some people who do like a scare button outside where they'll have, a screen with video outside their haunt, and people waiting in line can push a button to, trigger an air cannon or something like that, which is really cool. And I think that any kind of interactivity really drives interest and excitement and further involvement in your haunt. And I think that's good for all of us. So I started thinking about, how could I take this and kind of translate that to something a little more global, a little bit more interactivity for my haunt, for not only people who are, actually there, but people who are maybe far away but still want to interact and kind of mess with people, I guess. So what, like I said, Particle Photon, go to particle.io. That's where you buy it. It's 20 bucks, which is actually a really good deal. For what it is, it basically connects to a Wi-Fi network. I have it connected to my home Wi-Fi network. And that means that it can interact with the internet, essentially. It can send stuff, it can receive stuff. For my purposes, I just have it receiving. And it's basically receiving a button push from a website. So I've kind of mocked up a couple of things that I thought was, were kind of cool and were relevant to what a lot of us are doing. The first is the idea of using this as like a show trigger. So I kind of mocked up this website, and I basically put this button here that says click here to start the show. So for you guys who are doing, if you do like light-orama stuff outside, or people who do like the big light productions outside, rather than having those on a loop all night, you could actually have people go to a website and hit a button to start the show. You could probably even have them select a different show, maybe have a drop down or a different button for the different shows if they want to see something specific. If you wanted to get a little more technical, I don't see why you couldn't do that. Because basically all I'm using this as, and probably what I will use it as, is not a full show controller, but actually as basically a button or a trigger for something that's going to happen at my haunt, whether, again, that's a show in the front yard or whether it's like a scare or startle effect inside the haunt. Because what I can do, and here, in this example, click here to start the show, as all the button says, when my, visitor comes in and hits the button, it's going to send a signal to this, and you can see the LED turns on. And basically that's all it's doing, and that's all any of our show controllers are doing, right, is, turning stuff on or off. So this is basically click here to start the show, click the button, and it turns on, and you can see the response is actually really fast. And yeah, I know it's plugged into my computer, but it's actually not getting anything but power from my computer. It's actually getting that through Wi-Fi. So it actually is going through basically the particle cloud and coming through my Wi-Fi and telling this to turn the LED on. So it's fairly instantaneous. The other thing that I thought about, besides just as kind of like a show trigger, is something like a scare cam. And I was playing with this last night, and I launched a live YouTube stream, embedded that in my web page, and then I had a click to scare button. So, people can kind of like watch people walk through your haunt. You can have a camera in a specific place going to a YouTube live stream. And as people walk by, they can actually click the button to scare people, maybe trigger an air cannon or, whatever kind of startle effect you want to have them trigger. And again, they hit that button and it's pretty instantaneous. So depending on your live stream and what you're using, this could be pretty cool. And again, I'm just using it as a basic switch, but it's actually, again, coming through the internet. So someone can come up, they can wait in line for your haunt, they can pull this up on a mobile site. I actually built my site with Bootstrap, so it's all responsive. It'll work great on mobile devices. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Thought it was kind of cool and kind of different, and opened up some kind of neat opportunities. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.